this message to my brother. You will find him everywhere, wherever people live together, tied in poverty's despair.
Gentlemen, and everyone in between. This afternoon, we bring to you a new musical written and directed by myself, Crystal Field, with music composed and arranged by Joseph Vernon Banks and performed by our amazing and fabulous Theater for the New City Street Theater Company. So Joe Banks, our composer. Now, yes, you know, we don't see you during the show. Can you say hello to the audience?
Hello, everybody. Besides composing and arranging, I'm usually behind the keyboards out in our beautiful parks. But we really miss you, and we hope to see you very, very soon. Enjoy the show.
Well, we'll see you on the other side. So now, there are no permits for performances in the parks or the streets in September. We will be with you next Saturday and Sunday, virtually at 2 p.m. Those are the last two performances of our Summer Street Theater musical. We're getting ready for Halloween, though. Don't forget about that. Anyway, this performance is dedicated to our neighborhood, 10th Street and 1st Avenue, and all the blocks that surround us, to the West Village, to the East Village, to the Lower East Side, to our friends in the projects. Oh, the East River Park. They want to get rid of the East River Park to make a seawall. Well, they got to do it in sections, because we can't have no East River Park for the next 10 years. All right. That's another issue. Don't forget to donate to the little theaters, because we are ready, willing, and able. We are the life's blood of the cultural life of this city. So with that said, sit back and enjoy Liberty or Just Us.
This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, don't carry nothing but the righteous and the holy. This train is bound for glory, this train. Ooh. This train don't carry no gamblers, this train. This train don't carry no gamblers, this train. This train don't carry no gamblers, liars, cheaters, and big shot ramblers. This train is bound for glory, this train.
You know, sometimes it seems like we're all in our little boxes, separate from each other.
Hiding our real feelings behind the little mask.
Sparkling eyes trying to say I love you.
Or I'm feeling blue and I want company. Or you hurt my feelings the other day and now I'm angry.
Sometimes these days, it feels like politeness and good manners count more than hugging.
And kissing.
And cuddling is definitely out of fashion.
So we are here to make sure that
10th Street and First Avenue
today to let you know that this is a time of change. This is a time of transition. This is a time of more togetherness. More than we have ever had before. This is a time when we are able to...
10th Street and First Avenue.
Sam!
Why?
This is a time when we make the leap to the next highest step on the great ladder of civilization. We are on that train.
That plane!
That rocket ship.
Called Planet Earth, speeding toward the glory of a better humanity. Speeding. And if we don't burn up in the fire of lies and deceits,
and if we don't drop over the edge by falling asleep again, like we've done so many times before.
So many times.
So many times.
And if you don't forget the great gifts and all different parts that people have given to history,
we will make that jump together. So, dear audience, we want you to sing with us. New words to old tunes, new tunes to old and
We can all use that, that's for sure.
Sam, shut up! So, we are going to sing This Train. And at the end of each section, you, dear audience, have to sing This Train. Get it?
They got it.
Get it?
Got it.
Good.
Okay, here we go.
This train don't carry no race haters, this train. This train don't carry no race haters, this train. This train don't carry no race haters, no dictators, no race baiters. This train don't carry no race haters, this train.
This train don't carry no police brutality. This train. This train don't carry no police brutality. This train. This train don't carry no police brutality. Police brutality. This morality. This train don't carry no police brutality. This train.
this train making tracks up the ladder. This train climbing up Jacob's ladder. This train. We don't want to see a world in tatters. We want to see a world where Black Lives Matters. This train climbing up Jacob's ladder. This train.
This train don't snatch no children. This train.
This train don't snatch no children. This train.
Snatch those children right at the border.
They could be your sister, brother, son, or daughter. This train don't snatch no children. This train.
This train is bound for glory. This train. This train is bound for glory. This train.
Gonna make history a brand new story. This train is bound for glory.
This train.
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 That was great.
A lot of the audience sang too.
We did really good. Woohoo!
It all began quite some time ago, before I was a parks manager. I'm a parks manager. That's parks.nyc.gov. Well, before I was a parks manager, I was a parks attendant. Now, my job entailed picking up a lot of pigeon droppings, cleaning the trash, cutting the grass, making sure.
Yeah, well, you were pretty slow, as I recall.
Yeah, he was worthless.
Too young for the job.
But always fun to be with.
He was one of those guys who was always there before he had to be there.
He drank too much beer.
Yeah.
Mr. Efficiency, he acted like he knew more about the job than you did.
Well, he did know more about the job than you did.
What's that supposed to mean?
What do you mean, what's that supposed to mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's supposed to mean that he knows more about the job than I do?
I mean exactly what I mean when I say he knew more about the job.
I mean, what is it that you mean? I mean, just tell me what it is.
Now, wait a minute, fellas. Wait, hold on, fellas. Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold it. Now, we're here to talk to the people, to tell them, to make them feel better. How are we going to do that if we're fighting amongst ourselves?
Well, we got our differences.
Okay, so you got your differences, but somewhere along the line, you're going to have to come together.
I ain't never coming together with him.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, he don't look like me. He don't eat the same food as me, and he don't even dress like me.
But I saw you two together just a couple of weeks ago.
You saw us together.
Basketball. You were playing basketball.
Oh, well, that was different. That was in the park.
That was in the park? Yeah, that was in the park. City parks. They have a long history in this city.
Hey, here's a question from the audience. Got from our chat room.
Fire away.
Do you have any good memories from your park?
Oh, I do. That's where I had my birthday one time. Balloons, games, soda. Oh, and a cake.
Anybody else? Hey, Crystal, what about you?
Well, when I was a little girl, my mom, she put me and my little sister in the playground in the park. Yeah, I was 5, she was 4. And she'd say, you don't go out, do not leave this playground. Okay. So, she'd say, I'm going to work and I'll pick you up at noon, for lunch. Okay, so we stayed in that park and we had a great time. We felt safe. But there was a lady in the little park's house in the playground. Oh, yeah. She wore a white dress. We called her the Parks Lady. And she kind of sort of took care of that park, I mean, like, if you fell down and you scraped your knee, she had a Band-Aid. And she used to give out stuff. You could borrow stuff. Yeah, like checkers and like a volleyball. Oh, yeah. She even gave out the net.
Here, catch.
Oh, we felt safe in that park, in that playground. But outside, there was always trouble.
City parks, a long history. And sometimes the protests always spill over into the parks.
I didn't hear you talking about no protests.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it now. For every 100 battles fought and lost, we won 1 or 2. There were so many battles fought. I can only name a few. That blue wall of silence, that Trump wall of hate are only 2 of many walls that we must obliterate. We're in the middle of a battle for the soul. Some say it is the best of times. Some say it is the worst of times. But it is not the first of times that we have graced that wall. Each time the crack grows wider, each time the people's voices sound, maybe this time it is forever. And that wall comes tumbling down. The year was 1911. Girls had sewing machines, sewing for pennies for hire. The triangle shirt waist back, Dory fire. Girls, immigrants, Russian, Jewish, Italian, young, locked doors, girls screaming, the building old, corroding, the air filled with cotton dust exploding. Girls screaming, give me a dying hand, give me your hand, and we will jump before we jump. Tell me your name. Rachel? Natasha, jump before the raging flames. Audience, sing We Will Not Sleep. We will not sleep. We will not sleep. We will not sleep till we have won. We will not sleep. Oh, we will not sleep. We will not sleep. We will fight on. Death, pain without rest. And then there came the protests.
120,000 people in Washington Square Park.
And we got a lot out of that. Building safety codes, mandated firefighting systems.
Ladies Garment Workers Union, ILGWU.
And Women's Day, a national celebration.
Yeah!
Woo! Yeah.
Fast forward to... The year was 1931. The fight against Jim Crow had just begun. They called it the Scottsboro case. That's right. They called them the Scottsboro Boys. Hayward, Clarence, Charlie, Andy, Olin, Ozzie, Roy, Eugene. Their ages 12 to just 18. 12 years of age to 18 years. Wrongly accused. No, they were wrongly convicted. Sentenced to death by an all-white jury in an atmosphere of terror and fear. And then came the protests.
3,000 people in Union Square Park.
Yeah, you better rock that history, my brother. Together, black and white fought the police attack and gave that wall another crack.
4 years. 4 years of fighting for their innocence. And they were exonerated.
And we got jury diversification, laws against all white juries, new laws against unfair and unequal court proceedings, and the Scottsboro case fueled the civil rights movement as it caught, fire.
Okay, 1934, the Hunger March.
Unemployment.
Layoffs.
Red lines.
Hunger.
A hunger rally in Union Square Park.
35,000 people. They were called a fighting mob, but they were unarmed. They marched from Union Square Park to City Hall. Billy clubs, cracked heads, their blood in the street.
But we got unemployment insurance and Social Security and the rise of organized labor.
Unions. We got unions.
Nothing is ever lost. Even battles lost feed the next. And that one feeds the next. And so on. until the one that wins. Nothing is ever lost. Nothing. I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you and me. Says I, but Joe, you're 10 years dead. I never died, says he. I never died, says he. The copper bosses killed you, Joe. They shot you, Joe, says I. Takes more than guns to kill a man, says Joe. I didn't die, says Joe. I didn't die. And standing there as big as life and smiling with his eyes, says Joe, what they forgot to kill went on to organize, went on to organize. From San Diego up to Maine, and every mine and mill where working folks defend their rights, that's where you'll find Joe Hill. That's where you'll find Joe Hill. I dreamed I saw Joe Hill last night, alive as you and me. Says I, but Joe, you're 10 years dead. I never died, says he. I never died, says he.
Hmm. 1939. The song Strange Fruit. Billie Holiday at the top of her career. They told her not to sing it, but she sang it anyway. And she paid a price for that. And the world heard it. And this song was sung in streets and parks, in night vigils and daytime rallies. It became the rallying song for the NAACP. Hey, Cheryl, can you sing it for us?
Yes, I can. I played Billie Holiday last year in a show. And you know, plays in her hair. Southern trees bear a strange fruit. Lush pastures, the bulging eyes, and from the southern breeze. A strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Pastoral scenes of the gallant South. The bulging eyes and the twisted mouth. Scent of magnolia, sweet and fresh. Then the sudden smell of burning flesh. Here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the tree to dry. Here is a
Here
strange
is a
and
strange and
bitter
bitter
cry.
Mm, yes. We make the jump to
1967 Spring Mobilization March against the war in Vietnam.
200,000 people in Central Park. Young men burn their draft cards. And flower power. George Harris III, flower name Hibiscus, put a flower in the gun of one of the members of the 503rd Military Police Battalion facing protesters on October 21st, Washington, D.C.
And we stopped that terrible war, and we brought our boys back home.
The Vietnam War, built on a lie. The American public lied to.
882,000 Vietnamese killed.
58,202 American young men killed.
Can it happen again?
Can it happen again? Yes, it can happen again. What?
It did happen again.
And again.
And again.
But each time, we knew a little more.
Each time we knew a little more about what was really going on.
1969, the Stonewall Inn. This really was a riot. Gays in high heels walked from 7th Avenue to Hudson Street and gathered in Little Christopher Park. Police raid. The police came to close down one of the only bars and clubs that could be a meeting place for social togetherness, a haven for gays and lesbians at a time when to be a homosexual was illegal.
Hey, it's me, Osprey. You don't want none of this smoke. Hey, yeah. I may be Swiss, but get this wish. I won't be beaten anymore. No! And if I'm trained, I'm gonna dang it in skirt and pants on the ballroom floor. So don't re-educate me. Don't redefine my soul. I am me, and I am free. I'm LGBT. Oh, me to you. Oh, oh. Don't attack me. Don't close me. Y'all. Oh, stop. Got a strong right arm that ends something up this. And the heart of courage with the two hips. Oh, beneath my velvet gown, I will no longer live in fear. Oh no, ah! Billy Club's pepper spray, as I was wont to do. Call 911. Tell the po-po I'm not afraid of. This time we don't take flight. No hunting. This time we stay and fight for LGBT. And plus, no fuss.
Things are a lot better now than they were. But now,
Tommy and me were getting married next week.
Bernard.
Where? Can I come?
In Prospect Park, and no, you can't come.
Social distancing. Only the witnesses.
But when this virus lets up, we will all celebrate.
Maybe switch.
yes, things are a lot better for us now than they were. But now we face a new threat. The strength of all of us has pushed against the 1% that own the great wealth of this country.
Remember Occupy Wall Street.
2011.
Zuccotti Park. Thousands of young people, brave, camped out, waiting, knowing they would be destroyed.
Whatever happened to that library? Didn't they have a library?
3,000 books, I think.
No, they had 5,554 books.
What are you worried about a library for? We gotta worry whether our grandchildren are gonna have a planet to live on.
I read.
We gotta have solar and wind.
We gotta go women and men.
We gotta go education, education, education.
We gotta go. It will start in this horse race, hun.
We won some heavy fights, but even our losses brought us forward. 2 big ones, the Iraq War.
The weapons of mass destruction lie.
Like 500,000 people protesting in the park. More people than ever before.
And this ain't no horse race. It's the human race.
Yeah, and it's the race against time.
We gotta go forward to a new way in this world.
But the powers that be aren't going to go quietly into that good night.
They're going to continue to gut the earth, to rule the planet with great armies, to police the world, to protect themselves for their plastic bubble castles.
Yeah, they think that when this planet gives out, they can take refuge on the moon and be warmed by some distant star.
Private jets to Mars.
You know, Black Lives Matter. They stand on the shoulders of the draft card burners.
The flower children.
The Zuccotti Park 99%ers.
The Black Power movement.
The Young Lords.
The Dakota Access Pipeline Fighters.
So many white people know that Black lives aren't going to get any better without white life support.
And white lives aren't going to get any better without black life support.
Yeah, we in this together. From the jump.
And don't forget the Dakota Access Pipeline Fighters. My friend up from Bayamon, she wrote a song about it. She calls it Earth Cry. Grito de Tierra. Toma. Oh, okay. Muéstrame. Muéstrame. Hey, okay. Muéstrame. 1, 2, 3, muéstrame tu cara. No puedo amarte. No, para ser tu hombre. No me gusta amarte, no comparto tu cama. Una corporación no es una persona. Una corporación no es una persona. No es una persona. Muéstrame tu cara, cara. Nunca dormiré contigo. No puedo amarte, nunca estaré contigo, nadie.
Yo soy la tierra, tú eres el enemigo. Mate tu aceite sucio, no corras tu veneno por ti.
Party, you think you're a smarty? Your real face is what I see. You will never love me, cause you wanna kill me. Your pipeline oil is dirty.
I am the earth, her energy, and your dirty oil will poison me. The veins of my rivers are delicate and tiny.
You will destroy me. Don't run your pipeline through me.
Dame tu cara, 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 ríndete un poco, consigue mucho, give us a little, you get a bundle, ríndete un poco, ríndese, ríndese, give up, ríndese, ríndese, give up, ríndese. Muéstrame tu cara. Show me your face.
And with all the protesting going on, rubber bullets flying, tear gas, helicopters buzzing, cars driving into unarmed protesters, the despicable, disgusting death of George Floyd, just the tip of the iceberg of death of people of color. And while we're yelling, get off our neck! We faced another enemy. The COVID-19 virus taught us a lot. And we will take those lessons to heart.
Have we not been through hell and back with assorted cures from every phony hack and quack?
Our resident president suggested bleach.
And the rest of the world so far out of reach. Old New York, the epicenter, it's so bruised and torn. Its spirit sore and tender, its nerves so frayed and worn.
6 degrees of separation became 6 feet. No reparation, no recompense, no thank you in newspaper, blog, or street convention.
As Grandpa said on his deathbed, no respect for good intention.
But we stood strong, we wore our masks, we kept our distance as we passed. We cried for our children and mourned our dead. We smiled at naysayers and frowned at the smirkers and prayed to God for our essential workers. And we began to see quite clearly the discrepancy between those who have and those who don't, and those who try and those who won't. We gained respect for, and in New York fashion, with no abatement, we made masks a fashion statement. And with no vaccine, no cure in sight, with misery and cold isolation, the only game in town, we the most crowded, fun-loving, boisterous city and state, we see the numbers going down. And we think, have we given up that which makes us shine? Which puts us above the other 49. And the answer comes back loud and clear. New York's been brave in time of fear. New York's been tough and strong, but also loving as it can. Say to its neighbor, woman, man. We wear our heart to protect you. We keep our distance for that same reason too. And when this hell is over and the clouds part, to show us once again a sky so soft, so blue. We fight like hell for jobs and rent relief and medical care that we can all afford. And a good cultural base, theater, music, dance. Yes, we'll give off-Broadway its chance. And say congratulations to a city and state that for once decided to cooperate. We did it for all of us, for me and you, for a city and state that's tough and strong, but loving to New York.
Would someone like to speak a little about COVID-19 or whether they've been in a protest?
Yes, I was in a protest, though I didn't intend to be in a protest, but it was marching right past my street. So before I knew it, I was walking along and talking and singing those songs and feeling that same old camaraderie. And it reminded me of when in 1968, I used to sneak away and go downtown to march with Dr. Martin Luther King. And I thought, after 52 years, here we are still marching for the same things.
Yeah, well, that same March to Freedom marched right by my house, uptown, Washington Heights. We were all marching together down Amsterdam. Toda la gente, los boricua, los dominicanos, there were Native Americans. We were passing water and sharing sunscreen. There were tamales. We went down to 125th and Adam Clayton Powell, and there we stood together shouting, Black Lives Matter, shouting, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. And we stood strong and we stood together.
Why are we screaming and yelling and tearing down statues?
Because things have got to change. It's not just equal pay for equal work for women.
It's not just that I'm Black and I want to walk out in the streets in my city and feel safe.
It's not just that I came here as a child and lived here my whole young life and I want citizenship.
It's not just that I am in a wheelchair, but I can navigate an office. I know Excel and Microsoft Word.
It's not just that I was born into poverty and grew up in poverty and demand the public support to grow to the comfort level of 3 square meals a day and a roof over my head.
It's not just that. We've got to stop killing the Earth and destroying our planet by extracting her guts.
It's not just that I won't call the police, because if they come, they may murder me.
It's not just that we're the greatest military presence on the planet, and there are people starving right here in this country.
It's all those things. The whole system's got to change.
Is that a revolution?
That's a revolution.
Call it a revolution or call it basic. But this time, it's gonna happen.
This time, we're in it together.
The people united can never be defeated.
And we are marching. marching together to a new way, a new time, a new day for us all.
There is a time and not far off when we will see the sun. We are moving through the night with claws that catch and jaws that bite. But we can catch the dark.
We hold each other in arms, if only in a dream.
Now we are many, once we were few, but things are never what they seem. And through that dream we grew.
And from that dream we now awake
To make that dream come true.
Jump, jump with us, make that leap. The future's yours, it's ours to give and yours to keep. So when November comes around and the tension mounts, grab your hat and get your coat, put on your mask, go out and vote, because my darling, your vote counts. The voices of the voting booth, the voices of the streets. We're voting with the ballot, and we're voting with our feet. So we're voting, and we're marching, we're walking, and we're talking about tomorrow as we step along the way. Our arms reach out to you. Reach out to you to say, come with us into tomorrow. Do not be afraid, for we will be together. And tomorrow is today. Yeah!
This production. So don't forget to donate, and we will be seeing you next Saturday and Sunday at 2 o'clock.
You don't know
and
me, but I'm yours.
Ciao for now.
Take care, folks. Everybody be safe. Wakanda forever. God bless you, Chadwick Boseman. Mwah. Take care, folks. Bye-bye. Peace.
You don't know my
Hola, mi gente. Vota, te vota. Vote or they will throw you out.
the time will come. You telling me the things you're gonna do for me.
We love you. Get out of the road. Remember to go and vote.
Taking it to Post Street. No more need for running. Oh, no. Take this message.
We wish to thank the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, the Vida Foundation, the Daniel W. Dietrich II Foundation, Booth Ferris Foundation, Joe Bratcher in memory of Adam Bratcher, the New York State Council on the Arts. Hey, and our audiences, oh, we miss you so. Our neighbors, our friends. Hey, we couldn't do it without you, but we sure as heck are doing it with you. So don't forget to donate, and we will see you online in the clouds, and one day in the